Hi friends, I am glad to see you again. In our previous lectures, we have learned how to maximize the score material if there are less notes in the piano score. As you remember, we talked about 3 steps: splitting, transforming, and partitioning. All these steps will help us while the orchestration of the new melody. So let's start. This melody is from my piece named Closed Roads. Let's listen. Today we will create our first orchestral texture. Before we start to orchestrate, we have to analyze the melody. Look carefully. Our piece consists of 3 lines. First line is melody, which remains unchanged, but we can produce it an octave or with doublings. Our second line is a harmony, which we can use splitting, transforming, and partitioning steps for the augment the material. Third line is a bass, and we can produce it an octave and with doublings. In order to clearly understanding our lectures, we will begin from easy textures to difficult. So let's start our first orchestral texture. I want to begin from the bass and the harmony lines because we cannot change the melody line. So look at the harmony line. As you see, all chords are similar to each other. It means that we can use the same texture for all of them. As we said in our previous lectures, firstly, you have to forget what is the rhythmic figure currently. Only by this way you can change your perspective. So it will help you to create the best textures. There are A, D, F notes in the harmony line. It is not interesting to me because I see them as unpitched figures only. In my case, it is 1/8 res with 2/8 figure. Now, please close the eyes and just imagine how to alternate this figure with another figures. Yes, you can look at this as one dotted quarter note, as 3/8, as 2/8 and 2/16, 1/8 and 4/16, 6/16, 1 dotted 8 with 16 and 8, and so on. Now you have more figures. Then add the notes from our codes on these figures and transform them. Just improvise on piano. For example, now you know how to maximize your material, so you can partition these pitched figures between instruments. All of 3 steps are the rules of the orchestration. I think now we can move to orchestrate our little melody. Follow me. For the first texture, I don't use splitting and transforming steps. All remains unchanged. I want to orchestrate this melody between soloists and strings section. It is very simple and easy. I give the bass line to cellos. I'm adding the staccato because I need short sound. It can be without staccato, it is my choice. the dynamic marking should be piano. This is a general rule in orchestration. If soloist takes the melody, orchestra which support him should play in less dynamic. In our case, melody is mezzo forte, then the strings section should play in piano marking. For reinforcing the bass line, I use active doubling with counterbasses. Our bass line is ready. Now is the time of the partitioning of the harmony line. There are 3 notes in a chord. We can partition it between first violins, second violins, and violas. I give the melody to solo clarinet player. Dynamic marking is mezzo forte. But you can give the oboe or to flute in your own melody. It depends of music's character. So our first orchestral texture is completed. The next texture wheel for woodwind section. See you soon.